Hello, children. Children, today I will be discussing with you something about kindness, something about being kind. And after that, we will do chapter 8 of your English course book. Okay? Children, kindness is a unique attribute, it's a unique quality. Kindness make people very polite and generous. A kind person has more friendly behavior with others, and a kind person is more respected by society. Children, everybody can adapt kindness in his or her behavior. An act of kindness can make a moment memorable for lifetime. And children, your kindness will also help you in your hard times. If you will be kind to others, people will always be ready to help you. Children, it is the simplest way to connect with people around you. It will make people happy. And children, being kind does not cost anything. In fact, it will provide happiness and satisfaction. And children, as far as animals and birds are concerned, if you show kindness towards animals and birds, they will never forget and will never harm you. It is our responsibility to protect animals and birds and be kind towards them. Our one act of kindness toward them will save their life, and they will never forget you. They will never forget you and will help you in return in your hard times. Children, animals and birds are always very faithful, and they can become our best friends. Children, animals and birds, they deserve our protection and kindness because they are dumb, they are helpless. And children, today we will be reading chapter 8 of your English course book, and it is about protecting a bird. Children, name of the chapter is Blackie the Clever Crow. And this story is about a crow. Children, you know, crow is a bird, and a farmer helped that crow. See, this is the picture of a crow. So the story is about a crow, and that crow was helped by a farmer. The farmer took care of him, and soon they become friends. And later on, the crow helped the farmer. We have to find out how crow helps him. So we will read the chapter Blackie the Clever Crow. Children, this is chapter 8 Blackie the Clever Crow. Children, we will read this chapter first, then I will explain you the chapter. Let's read it. I hope you are able to see the lines, the chapter on your screen. Let's read it. In a faraway land, deep in a desert, lived a farmer named Kishan Lal. The farmer was a kind hearted person who always helped the needy. One morning, he found a crow lying on the doormat of his house. He gently picked it up and gave it some water. The thirsty crow had been flying for miles without water and was very tired. Kishan made a little bed for the crow in a shoebox and let it rest. Soon the crow recovered and became his friend, following him everywhere, perched on his shoulder. Kishan Lal's friends often made fun of his newfound friend, but Kishan Lal loved the little crow. He called it Blackie. One dark night, some thieves entered Kishan Lal's farm. Blackie spotted them and raised an alarm, cawing loudly. Kishan Lal and his neighbors caught the thieves and took them to the police station. However, they could not see one of the mean thieves who was hiding behind the freshly cut crops. The thief was angry with Kishan Lal for taking his friends to the police station. He waited till the next night and decided to set fire to the crops on Kishanlal's farm. The alert Blackie saw him creeping into the farm with a flaming torch. Blackie realized by the time Kishan Lal would come out of his house, awakened by its cause, the thief would have set fire to the crops. Violent Blackie, Valiant Blackie, not caring for its life, pecked at the thief, trying to distract him. The thief at first shooed it away, but Blackie kept attacking him. Tired, the thief tried to shoot Blackie. Blackie was hurt, but the shot awakened everyone, and the thief was caught. All the farmers gathered around Blackie and helped Kishan Lal bandage its wing. Each person had a good word for Blackie. The town rewarded Blackie with a special bravery medal. The crow proudly wore it and continued to do many more good deeds. So, children, this was the reading of the chapter. I hope you also read along with me, or and you were also practicing this reading. Now we will understand the chapter line by line. Okay, so let's read the first paragraph. In a far-away land, deep in a desert, lived a farmer named Kishan Lal. Now, children, what is the meaning of far away? As you can see the word here, far away. Let me tell it. Children, this is the word far away. Okay. In a faraway land, deep in a desert, lived a farmer named Kishan Lal. Children, here we have two words, faraway land. Children, meaning of faraway is far off, distant land, or you can call remote area, very far off land. Deep in a desert. Children, a desert is a land or is an area where little rainfall occurs, where plants are very less, isn't it? That place is called desert. It has very little plants and very little rainfall. So, in that faraway land, in that far off land, in a desert, lived a farmer named Kishan Lal. Children, farmer is a person who grows crops, who has farms, and a person who grows crops on farm. And I hope you mean you know the meaning of crop. We have learned, read this word in previous chapter. Crop means growing plants on large scale. Okay, so in a faraway land, in a far off land, in a desert, there lived a farmer, and his name was Kishan Lal. The name of the farmer was Kishan Lal. The farmer was a kind hearted person who always helped needy. Now, children, here again we have one word that is kind hearted. Children, kind hearted means very caring. So the farmer was very caring, very kind-hearted person, and he always helped the needy people. Children, needy means very poor person. So that farmer Kishan Lal was a very kind-hearted, very caring person, and he always helped the poor people, the needy people. Understood? The first paragraph says that in a far off land, in a desert, there lived a farmer and whose name was Kishan Lal. And Kishan Lal was very caring, very kind hearted person, and he always used to help poor people. Okay, now moving on to the next. You can see picture of a desert here, very little plants, as you can see in the picture. Now, this paragraph. I hope this is visible to you. One morning, he found a crow lying on the doormat of his house. So, what happened? One morning, one day, the farmer, Kishan Lal, he found a crow. Children, crow is a bird, a black colored bird. I have shown you picture at the beginning of the video. So, crow is a black colored bird, and that farmer Kishan Lal, he found a crow lying on the doormat. Children, here doormat, I'll show you this. Wait a minute, let me put it down now. This word doormat. Children, doormat is a mat. It is placed in a doorway on which people can wipe their shoes or their sleepers while entering the room or building. That thing is called doormat. You must have seen that. It is kept at the entrance of the building or entrance of the room. And when you enter the room, you wipe off your shoes and sleepers. So that is called doormat. So one morning, Kishan Lal found a black colored crow lying on the doormat. Children, lying means not in a standing position. When we lie on the bed, where we lie on the bed when we sleep, isn't it? When we fall on the ground, we often lie on the ground. So in Hindi we call it letna, leta hua. So that he found crow lying on the doormat of his house. He gently picked it up and gave it some water. Now, when Kishan Lal found this bird, he gently picked that bird. Gently means in a very mild way. Gently. Gently means in a very mild or kind manner, in a very gentle manner. He picked up that bird and he gave some water to it. The thirsty crow had been flying for miles without water and was very tired. Now we have some new words here. Thirsty. Children, thirsty means feeling a need to drink water. Feeling a need to drink water. And miles means a very long way, a very long distance, very long way. So that crow was thirsty. The thirsty crow had been flying for miles. The crow had been flying for long way, and he was thirsty. He wanted water, and since he was flying without water, he was very tired. Tired means he needed rest. When we need rest, that situation is called tired. So he was in need of sleep, he was in need of rest. That crow had been flying for miles for long way without drinking water, so he was very tired. He needed some rest, he needed some sleep. So this, I think this one is clear. That one morning, the farmer found the crow lying on his doormat, and he gently picked that bird. He gave some water to the bird, and since the crow was flying for miles without water, he was thirsty and he needed some rest. Kishan Lal made a little bed for the crow in a shoebox and let it rest. Then, after giving him water, Kishan Lal made a little bed for the crow. And where did he make the bed? In a shoe box. In a shoe box. And it let the bird rest in that shoe box. Okay, now let's move further. Soon the crow recovered and became his friend, following him everywhere, perched on his shoulder. Now, children, we have some more new words here. This we have, and we have one perched. Okay. Soon the crow recovered. Now, recovered means to go back, to get back one's strength, to become better, to get back the strength. So after drinking the water, the crow recovered. It got back its strength, and the crow became Kishan Lal's friend. He became farmer's friend, and he started following him everywhere. Wherever Kishan Lal went, he also went with him, and he used to perched on his shoulder. Now, children, meaning of perched. Perched means to rest on something, to sit on something high. Here, the crow perched on farmer's shoulder. Okay, to rest on something, to sit on something. To here, the crow sit on. He used to sit on farmer's shoulder. So the crow became Kishan Lal's friend, and he used to follow him everywhere. He used to sit on Kishan Lal's shoulder. Kishan Lal's friend often made fun of his newfound friend, but Kishan Lal loved the little crow. He called it Blackie. Now, when Kishan Lal became friendly with this crow, the crow became Kishan Lal's friend. Kishan Lal's other friends, they started making fun of Kishan Lal because of this crow. They made fun of Kishan Lal, that now the bird is his friend. They used to make fun of him, but Kishan Lal, he used to love this little crow, and he did not pay attention to his other friends, and he loved his little crow, and he started calling him Blackie. He gave him the name Blackie. Okay, so what was the name of the crow? Blackie. Now, let's read further. One dark night, some thieves entered Kishan Lal's farm. Now, children, thieves. What is the meaning of thieves? Here is the word thieves. This is one dark night, some thieves entered Kishan Lal's farm. Now we have three words here. Thieves, children. Thieves are persons who steal secretly other person's things without their knowledge. Person who steals secretly, they take away the things of others secretly without their knowledge. They are called thieves. Okay, the people who take somebody's property, somebody's thing without their knowledge, they take it secretly. They are called thieves. And entered means to go into a place, or to come in to come in or to go into a place. That is called entered, entering somewhere. And farm is an area, or it's a land which is used for growing crops. So one night, some thieves, some bad people, they entered Kishan Lal's farm. Now, Blackie spotted them and raised an alarm, cawing loudly. Now, what happened? Blackie was the crow. So Blackie spotted them and raised an alarm, cawing loudly. Now, spotted means to notice, to see, and raise an alarm means warn of danger, warning of danger, warned danger, you can call. So one night when some thieves entered Kishan Lal's farm, Blackie noticed them, and he raised an alarm by cawing loudly. Children, when crow produces sound, it is called cawing. Cawing. Cawing is the sound or voice of the crow. So he started cawing loudly, and the sound of that cawing made Kishanlal woke up. So Blackie spotted them. He noticed the thieves and he started cawing loudly. So what happened? Kishan Lal and his neighbors caught the thieves and took them to the station. Now, when thieves entered Kishan Lal's farm, Blackie noticed them and he started cawing loudly, and this made Kishan Lal aware of the thieves. And Kishan Lal and his neighbors, they caught the thief and they took them to the police station. Actually, neighbors are the people who live next door, the people who live near our house. They are called neighbors. So Kishanlal and his neighbors, they caught the thieves and they took them to the police station. However, they could not see one of the mean thieves who was hiding behind the freshly cut crops. Now, children, Kishan Lal and his neighbors, they caught the thieves and they took them to the police station. But one of the thieves, mean thief, he was hiding behind the freshly cut crops. Children, mean means unkind, a cruel person. So one of the mean thieves, he hid behind the freshly cut crops. Hiding means to be at such a place where you cannot be seen or where nobody can find you. Okay, to be at a place where you cannot be seen or you cannot be found. So that mean thief, he hid behind freshly cut crops. Freshly means recently cut crops. Okay, so let me explain the whole paragraph now here. One night, what happened? Some thieves, they entered Kishan Lal's farm, the land on which he used to do farming. So they entered his farm, and Blackie the crow, he noticed them, he saw them, and he started cawing loudly. The sound of his cawing made Kishan Lal and his neighbors aware of the thieves. Kishan Lal and his neighbor, they caught the thieves and they took them to the police station. But what happened? They could not see one of the mean thieves. And why? Because that thief was hiding behind some freshly cut crops. He was hiding behind the crops. So they could not notice him. Now let's read further. The thief was angry angry with Kishan Lal for taking his friends to the police station. He waited till the next night and decided to set fire to the crops on Kishan Lal's farm. The alert Blackie saw him creeping into the farm with a flaming torch. Now, children, what happened? When the other thieves were caught and taken to the police station, the thief who was hiding behind the freshly cut crops, he was very angry. Angry means to show the feeling of anger. So the thief was very angry with Kishan Lal because Kishan Lal took his friends to the police station. So he was very angry with Kishan Lal and he wanted to take revenge. So he waited till the next night, the coming night, and he decided to set fire to the crops. Children, set fire means to burn. He decided to burn the crops on Kishan Lal's farm to take revenge. He wanted to take revenge, so he decided that he will burn the crops on Kishan Lal's farm. But what happened? The alert Blackie saw him. Now, children, alert means to be very quick to notice any unusual or dangerous or difficult situation. Meaning of alert is to be very quick to notice anything unusual or dangerous. or you can call difficult situation. So Blackie was alert and he saw him creeping into the farm. Now, children, creeping means crawling, to move slowly with the body close to the ground. Crawling, you can call it crawling. When a person moves slowly with his body, with his or her body close to the ground, it is called creeping. So the alert Blackie saw the thief, that particular thief, creeping into the farm with a flaming torch. The thief was having a flaming torch. Flaming torch is basically a torch with flame, and it is used at night. So, what happens when other thieves were caught by the police? One of the thieves who was hiding behind the freshly cut crops, he was very angry and he wanted to take revenge from Kishan Lal. So he decided that he will burn the crops of Kishan Lal, and he waited till the next night, and then he what he did, he entered Kishan Lal's farm. He crept into Kishan Lal's farm, and alert Blackie, the crow, saw him creeping into the farm and with flaming torch. The thief was holding a flaming torch. Blackie realized Blackie realized by the time farmer Kishan Lal would come out of his house, awakened by its cause, the thief would have set fire to the crops. Now, when Blackie saw the thief creeping into the farm, creeping in the farm of Kishan Lal, he realized that, children, meaning of realized means to understand clearly, to become aware of. So he understood that by the time Kishan Lal would come out of his house, awakened by its call. Awaken means to rise from sleep, to rose from sleep. So Blackie thought that uh, if he will if he cause, and the sound of cause will make Kishan Lal awaken, that will take some time. It will take some time, and by the time Kishan Lal would come out of the house, the farmer would have set fire to the crops. So he understood this thing very well. He understood that by the time farmer Kishan Lal would come out of his house awakened, by the sound of his cause, the thief would have set fire to the crops. So what he did? Valiant Blackie, not caring for its life, pecked at the thief, trying to distract him. Now we have some more new words. Children, here we have this word valiant. Valiant means showing courage, bravery, showing courage. So this Blackie, valiant Blackie, what he did not care for its life. He did not care for its life, and what he did, it pecked at the thief. Pecking means biting with beak, striking something with its beak. So this Blackie, what he did, he pecked at the thief with its beak. He was pecking to distract him. The thief at first shooed it away, but Blackie kept attacking him. Children, shoot means to make a person or some animal go away by waving arms at him. To make person go away by waving arms. So the thief, first he shooed it away. He tried to make Blackie go away with his hand, but Blackie kept attacking him continuously. Tired, the thief tried to shoot Blackie. Blackie was hurt, but the shot awakened everyone and the thief was caught. Now, what happened when Blackie was pecking at the thief. When he was pecking thief, the thief first tried to shoot it away, but Blackie continued attacking him. Now the thief was tired, so what he did, he tried to shoot Blackie with his gun. Blackie was hurt. He got hurt, but the sound of the shot awakened everyone, and the thief was caught. All the farmers gathered around Blackie and helped Kishan Lal bandage its wing. Now, the sound of the gun, the sound of shot made everyone awakened, and everyone uh, they caught the thief. And then all the farmers they gathered around Blackie and they helped Kishan Lal bandage its wings because Blackie was hurt. So all the neighbors, Kishan Lal's neighbors, they helped Kishan Lal in bandaging its wings. So the bandage is a strip of cloth or some material which is used to bind up our injury or wound. So they helped Kishan Lal in to bandage its wings, Blackie's wings. Each person had a good word for Blackie. Now, good word, children, here good word, as you can see, good word. Good word means favorable comments, words in favor of. So everybody was praising Blackie. Everybody had a good word, a favorable comment for Blackie. Now let's read further. The town rewarded Blackie with a special bravery medal. The crow proudly wore it and continued to do many more good deeds. Now, since Blackie had done such a good work, the town rewarded Blackie with a special bravery medal. Children, a reward means something that is given in return for your good work. When you do something good and you get something in return for that, that is called a reward. It is something given to appreciate your effort. Okay, so Blackie was rewarded by the town. He was given a bravery medal. Bravery means daring, courageously work. So when you show readiness to face any danger, that is called bravery. So he was given bravery medal by the town. The crow proudly wore it. Proudly means with the feeling of um, satisfaction, achievement, feeling of great joy for achieving something. So he was proudly the Blackie, the crow, proudly wore that medal, and he continued to do many more such good works. So the story, let me summarize the story for you. So the story was that there was a farmer named Kishan Lal, and he used to live in a far away land, in a far off land in desert. And that farmer was very kind hearted, very caring, who always used to help poor people. So one day, that farmer, one morning, he found a crow lying on the doormat of his house. Doormat is that mat which is kept in front of the building or room. So one morning he found a crow lying on the doormat of his house. So he picked that bird in a very gentle manner and gave that crow some water. The crow was thirsty because it had been flying for a long way, and he was thirsty because he was flying without water, and the crow was very tired. So Kishan Lal made a little bed for him in a shoebox and let the bird rest in it. Soon the bird recovered, the crow recovered, and both Kishan Lal and the bird became good friends. And the crow used to follow him wherever Kishan Lal used to go, the crow also used to go with him, sitting on his shoulders. And Kishan Lal's friend often made fun of him for being friend of a bird. But Kishan Lal did not care. He loved the little crow very much, and he called it Blackie. He named the crow Blackie because of its black color. Then what happened one day, one night, some thieves entered Kishan Lal's farm. They and Blackie noticed them, and he started cawing loudly. The sound of his voice made Kishan Lal and neighbors aware of the thief, and they caught the thief and they took them to the police station. But what happened that one of the thief was not seen by them because he was hiding behind the freshly cut crops, so they could not see one of the thieves. Later on, that the thief who was hiding behind the crop, he was very angry with Kishan Lal because Kishan Lal took his friends to the police station. So he waited till the next night, and in order to take revenge, he decided to burn the crops of Kishan Lal's farm. Blackie was quite alert. He was very alert, and he saw that thief creeping into the farm with a flaming torch in his hand. So what he did, he realized the danger, and he also understood that by cowing he cannot save the farm, because by the time Kishan Lal would come out of his house, the thief would have set fire to the crops. So what he did, he did not cared for his life, and he pecked at the thief to distract him. The thief, at first, he tried to shoot it away, but Blackie continued attacking him. So the thief became very tired, and he tried to shoot Blackie. And Blackie got hurt, but the sound of the shot awakened everyone, and the thief was caught by the people. Now, all the farmers, they gathered around Blackie, and they started taking care of Blackie. They helped Kishan Lal bandaged it wings because it was hurt, and each person was now praising Blackie for its bravery, for its good work. And the town rewarded Blackie with a special bravery medal. They rewarded him, and the crow felt very proud. He proudly wore the medal, and he continued to do many good works. So this was the story of this chapter, and I hope you have understood this. And in our next video we will be doing the exercise of this chapter. Thank you.